In the last hour, NASA has learned that a space probe has successfully slipped into orbit around the largest planet in the solar system, Jupiter.
How exciting. The Juno satellite, which left Earth 5 years ago, fired its engine for 35 minutes, slowing it down enough to be captured by Jupiter's gravity.
So have a look at the scenes now. This is the moment the news came through that a delicate manoeuvre had actually worked.
All stations on Juno Accord, we have the tone for burn cutoff on Delta B. Grazie Juno, welcome to Jupiter.
You really get a sense of the excitement there. We're joined now by Dr. Leigh Fletcher, a lecturer in planetary science who's working on the Juno project. And you, I can see from here, are very, very pleased this has gone off okay.
A huge Cheshire cat grin this morning. It could have been a very different story this morning on the sofa, but you could see the relief on people's faces. People's lives have been devoted to this for 10 or 15 years now, and suddenly that moment of truth, we are there in orbit. And I've got a friend in that control room who's just texted me to say they didn't just succeed in where they wanted to get to, they hit it perfectly. They hit that nail on the head.
Can you just talk us through those moments? Because the cheering then is when they officially know it's made it.
Yeah.
But is there moments of kind of the equivalent of radio silence where they're just thinking, not quite sure, and then there's a, what is it? There's a little ping come through.
What they're doing is
they're
listening to Juno's heartbeat. It's a series of pings, which because of how the spacecraft is moving around Jupiter, those pings can be very close together or they can be far apart. So with those pings, they can detect whether the engine burn has succeeded, whether the spacecraft has turned back to Earth to send its signal, and then a few minutes after the engine shut off, it sent that all clear message that we are there, we're in the right location. And I should say, it's a British-built engine which has done this incredible feat this morning. So I think that's quite an amazing piece of news.
So basically, so it's now in orbit, is that right, around Jupiter? And what will it be doing?
So actually, it's in this polar orbit. It's the first time a spacecraft's ever been high over the poles, then whizzing above the cloud tops, about 5,000 kilometres or 3,000 miles. So the closest object to Jupiter we've ever had, which means you'll get the highest resolution images we've ever had. But that's not really the main point of this mission. We want to probe deeper into the insides of Jupiter than we've ever been able to do before. And we do that by measuring how the spacecraft is tugged and tweaked by Jupiter's gravity. That's the reason for this close orbit.
And why not just switch the cameras on now so we can have a look?
You want to see the pictures?
we all want to see
I
the
know
pictures.
it's a stupid question, but there are reasons.
No, we all want to see the pictures, but the issue is that you don't have all your very delicate scientific instrumentation on during this critical manoeuvre to getting, because if this had not worked, we would not have a mission and we wouldn't be able to do the science we want to do. However, Juno has been taking data all the way up to this insertion manoeuvre, and now that it's safely there, it'll start downloading that to Earth and we will start to see images. There's going to be an approach movie where you can see the moons of Jupiter dancing around the planet itself, and it's going to come out in the next few weeks or so. Really exciting.
Lots of very sophisticated scientific material on board, and also 3 tiny figures.
Yes.
Explain.
Yes, well, the whole idea of this mission wasn't just to do the science, but was to engage in the general public. And you can see there on the screen these 3 Lego figurines, and that's Jupiter, Juno, and Galileo. And the myth goes that Jupiter was a rather mischievous god, and he drew a veil of clouds around himself to hide his mischief away. And it was his wife, Juno, that discovered the mysteries of what he was up to. And so, hence the story behind the figurines. Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you very much indeed. It's lovely to see you, such enthusiasm as well.
You're very
Good news.
welcome. Thank you.